Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that sounds almost like a superpower, turning your sleep into a fat-burning machine. We're going to break down 7 super actionable tips from a source that might just change how you look at your bed forever. I mean, let's be real. It sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? The idea that you could burn more fat while you're literally just sleeping? But the source we're digging into today says, oh yeah, it's not only possible, it's absolutely crucial. So, is it for real? The answer we get is a huge yes. But, and this is a big but, it all comes down to one single thing: how well you sleep. In fact, this source argues that bad sleep is the #1 enemy of fat loss. So let's get into the secrets, counting down from number 7. Okay, let's jump right in. The first 3 tips are all about what you do during the day. You gotta think of it like this. You're setting the stage, prepping your body so it's ready to flip that fat-burning switch the moment your head hits the pillow. So kicking things off at number 7 is a different spin on something you've probably heard of: fasting. But forget about being super rigid here. This is all about listening to what your body is telling you. The whole idea here is to just stop fighting your body. Instead of forcing yourself into a strict 16-hour fasting window because you read it somewhere, you just tune in. Let your own appetite be your guide. If that ends up being an 8, 12, or 16-hour fast, great. The point is you're working with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. All right, let's move on to tip number 6. This one's all about what's on your plate, and more specifically, the kind of fat you might be adding without even thinking about it. Now, this is a really important point. The source isn't saying go low fat, not at all. It's saying take a look at the extra fats. You know, the extra glug of oil in the pan, the extra slab of butter on your veggies. If you're eating too much of that, your body's going to burn that for fuel first, and it'll never get around to burning the fat you actually want to lose. And coming in at number 5, we've got carbs. But this is where the advice gets really specific, and it comes with a super important warning that really depends on your own personal health. Okay, now this is really interesting. Check this out. For most of us, managing carbs is a pretty standard part of the fat loss game. But if you have thyroid issues, the source points out that going too low carb can actually backfire. Why? Well, your body actually needs some carbs to make the active T3 thyroid hormone. So in that case, a little fruit or honey isn't just okay, it's actually helpful. All right, now we're shifting gears a little. We're moving into the tips that are all about getting your body and your bedroom ready for some serious, high-quality sleep. It's all about creating a sleep sanctuary. Tip number 4 is something the source calls sleep hygiene. It's a simple idea, but wow, it has a massive impact. It's all about taking control of your environment to set yourself up for the best sleep of your life. And this slide lays out the big ones perfectly. A quality mattress. I mean, think about it. You spend a third of your life there, so it's a huge deal. Then, you want to keep the room cool, quiet, and this is a big one: pitch black. Any light, especially that blue light from your phone, totally messes with your body's ability to make melatonin, the hormone that tells you it's time to sleep. So, at number 3, the source gives us a few natural tools that can help support and even deepen your sleep. Now, it's really important to think of these as a support crew, not a magic fix. We're talking about things like apple cider vinegar, which can help keep your blood sugar stable so you don't wake up in the middle of the night, or collagen, which has glycine, an amino acid your body needs for deep, quality sleep. It's really just about giving your body the right tools for the job. Okay, get ready. We've arrived at the top 2, the heavy hitters. If everything else was about setting the stage, these next 2 are the real game changers that will pour gasoline on the fire. Tip number 2 is all about moving your body. But it's not just that you exercise, it's how you exercise that makes all the difference. The key word right there on the screen is intensity. We're not talking about a leisurely walk in the park. The source says you've got to push it. You need to get your muscles to that point of fatigue. That's what sends a powerful signal to your body to pump out growth hormone, which is an absolute superstar when it comes to building muscle and burning fat. But wait, it's not all physical. Your brain plays a massive role here too. The source makes it clear that being stressed out and desperate about losing weight actually floods your body with cortisol. And cortisol, the stress hormone, literally tells your body to hold on to fat. So the advice? Relax. Trust the process. Be patient. So after all that, the food, the exercise, the supplements, what does the source say is the single most important, the absolute #1 thing you can do to burn more fat while you sleep? And here it is, the #1 tip, the foundation for absolutely everything else we've talked about. It comes down to two incredibly simple things: when you go to bed and for how long. That's it. It almost sounds too easy, doesn't it? Step 1, get yourself in bed between 9 and 9:30 every night. Step 2, get a solid 8 to 9 hours. According to this source, this isn't just a nice idea. It's the most powerful thing you can do, period. So why? What's the magic here? Well, that deep sleep you get in those early hours is prime time for your body to repair itself, especially building and repairing muscle. And here's the kicker. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns all day long, even when you're just sitting on the couch. Your metabolism literally gets an upgrade.
So let's pull all of this together. What is the one big idea you should take away from all this? How should you think about hitting the hay tonight?
The source is basically asking us to completely change our minds about sleep. Stop thinking of it as just downtime. It's not passive. It's an active, powerful, metabolic state where your body is healing, repairing, and burning fat. So the final question isn't about the gym tomorrow. It's about tonight. Knowing all this, what's one thing you're going to do differently?